To me, to protest is okay. You know what I mean? It gets attention and it brings awareness to certain things. When you start rioting and you take it to another level, then you have to understand the system that you're going against. And you're really, if you're burning down something to shut down a shop, if you know the rules of business, that business has insurance. So when you burn down a CVS, a Rite Aid, a Best Buy, a Circuit City, they have insurance. You did nothing but put your neighbors out of work. As in Ferguson, they put all their neighbors in work. You got a town that's 70% African American. You burn down 70% of the stores. The white man that owns those businesses gets a check. So his overhead that he would have lost, he's getting paid for that. That's income that he would have lost. You put more money in his pocket by burning down that store than you ever did take away from him. And you put your neighbors back in the system that we all trying to escape. Because now I gotta go apply for welfare, Section 8, food stamps, or whatever the case may be, because I'm not working. You know what I mean? People don't think like that. You got to think smarter. If you protesting something, if you want to boycott something, that's cool. Don't buy from Walmart. You know what I mean? There's some of these big major chains that are making money off us and not giving back to us. Find African American owned businesses that we can go and get our goods from, and we can support and keep our money local. But see, we don't do that. We don't think about that. We get mad, we get excited, and then first thing we think, oh, we're gonna burn down this damn business. Or we gonna loot and steal cell phones, where as soon as we cut it on, they got the IP address, they tracking us right to our house, kicking in the front door. You know what I mean? Goes computers, all that. People got, you can't sell it to nobody. I ain't gonna buy it off for you, because I know as soon as I cut it on, they coming straight to my door. So you know what I mean? That's my thing. If you're gonna boycott something, you're gonna riot, cool. Just make sure you do it in a proper fashion. Make sure you don't do it and end up putting more money in their pocket and taking away from our own people. I don't think that a protest changes power. I don't think it changes the power dynamic between the oppressors and the oppressed. I think what it does is it brings awareness, and it lights up the conscience of those who want to make change, that are not oppressed, the white folks that feel, hey, we can do better amongst each other. Like I say, protests are good for bringing awareness, but you got to have people in key positions. If you're protesting the mayor about building something, but you don't have anybody else you don't have something else to replace the structure that he wants to build, you don't really change anything. You know what I mean? You're not. Make sure you can get your protest brings attention to something, and it might bring key figures that you need to get end results that you're searching for. But you can't protest something with no direction. You can't just go out there, yell and scream. You have to have a plan. You have to know what you want done and what you want changed. You can't just say, I'm tired of being harassed and being stopped. You know what I mean? Which we don't want to be victimized by the police. So we got to know who we gonna talk to, who's the chief, who's in charge, who's in charge of internal investigations, what's the officer's name that's doing these things. When you go to protest, have a plan, have it set up to where you can really bring light. Don't just be screaming. I think that's a lot of times. Sometimes we get caught up in, I want to be heard, I'm making noise, but all you're doing is making noise.
All right. Adebayo, the question was, how do I feel about protesting? Well, I think protesting has its purpose. It shouldn't be done in an excessive amount without an agenda behind it. Marching, screaming, shouting, and all that's good. But if we don't contain this energy to bring about positive change, then the process is void or null. So protest is a good thing if we want to. The best thing about a protest is the action that comes after the protest. Again, we don't want to just march and just scream and chant and stuff. We want actions to be taken. We want demands to be met. So protesting without action is like faith without works.
What exactly is the question again?
What do you feel about protests?
Okay, as far as for the black community, I don't feel like it works. We've been protesting since Marcus Garvey in the 1920s. It doesn't do much. I think protests are a whole bunch of people getting together and asking, will y'all please be nice to us? And I feel like we need to stop asking and doing it ourselves. But Yeah, that's what I feel about protests. I don't feel they work.
The way I feel about protests is that it's good, and also, it only can do so much to a certain extent, but it's still needed, throughout the community. It plants seeds in people's heads. It's like when you hurt and you don't yell, don't nobody know you hurt. But if you hurt and you yell, they know you hurt, but are they still gonna help you? You know what I'm saying? With the protest. So with our protesting, we let people know that we tired of stuff and we need change made throughout the community and stuff or whatever. We need to change. Everybody need to change. That's all. But that's the only thing protesters do is let people know that we catch people's ears. But after that, we still gotta do groundwork, legislation, economics, education, all that stuff. People don't respect. I don't think they respect the money, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't respect us as human beings because we give our money away. When we start boycotting and all that type of stuff, you'll see stuff change. It's like Montgomery, Alabama, when they had the bus boycotts. That's why they got laws changed. When they was doing the marching and stuff, okay, you got some people marching. They did the bus boycotts. They start losing money. You know what I'm saying? People start carpooling and stuff, and that's when stuff changed. They start losing money. It's like, okay, if they want to shoot all the black people down, well, let's not send all the black people to their schools. And you'll watch how they stop getting all that federal funding. Stuff gonna change. You know what I'm saying? One thing I do and I love about protests is it gets the younger people involved, and it also shows people who's down for you. You know what I'm saying? Like on Facebook. They made the French flag when France got attacked. Belgium got attacked. The gay community got attacked. You know what I'm saying? You seen black people supporting those things. But when stuff happened to us, where's their support for us? You know what I'm saying? The gay community don't come out down there and march for us. People didn't change their flags to Nigeria or Ghana. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's called selective grieving. They'll grieve for other people, but won't grieve for us. We grieve for us ourselves, but then as soon as we start grieving, they act like we complaining or we crying and all that. But they on camera shooting us down like dogs. And then they want to bring up our background, saying he's a criminal, he did this, he did that. Well, when a white person does it, they put their graduation picture up. You know what I'm saying? And I think the protesting is waking people up, because now people are starting to see it, even with the NRA. The NRA, when Dylan Roof had these guns and stuff, and Zimmerman, here come the NRA saying they gonna get him a lawyer, they gonna help him out like that. But when the guy in Alton Sterling or whatever, he had his gun, where's the NRA now? And even NRA members are withdrawing their membership, saying they're not gonna donate because they see that it's pure racism. The NRA gonna back white gun owners, but not black gun owners. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, once those members stop their donations, you're gonna see them start supporting black gun owners. But like I said, that all goes to economics. When you stop the economics of everything, you see stuff change. Everything boils down to money, man. You know what I'm saying? Racist people don't care about blacks, racist people don't care about blacks, Hispanics, Muslims. Some rich people don't care about poor. Whether you white, black, blue, green, they don't care about you. The only thing they care about is money. You know what I'm saying? So everything boils down to economics. And if it wasn't no crime, these policemen wouldn't have no job. So of course they won't crime. Why would they stop crime? They're not here to stop crime and fight crime. They're here to police crime. If they stop crime, they wouldn't have no job. Their families wouldn't get fed. There would be no lawyers, no judges, none of that. They need crime. So they might create crime. So they're not gonna stop the drug flow. They're not gonna stop none of that stuff, man. Why would they? That's economics. If you take all the drug money off the streets, you know how many businesses that fails? Lawyers, doctors, car dealerships, houses, shoe companies. You talking about trillions and trillions of dollars of money, trillions of dollars that's going into our economy. That's why they're not gonna stop the drug trade. They're just gonna police it. They're gonna build more prisons, which is more money, write more laws, they pay more fines. You know what I'm saying? It's like when look at marijuana. Look how the money the marijuana industry is making. Which I done locked up millions and millions of black people, not only blacks, poor whites too. Because believe it or not, they treat them just like us. They treat poor whites just like us. Maybe not to a certain extent. You know, they don't shoot them down, but they still get persecuted like us. They just don't know it yet. They don't want to know it. They don't want to admit it. You know what I'm saying? But like the marijuana trade, look how much these economies is growing out the legalization of marijuana. But they got create their new banks. People is getting money, but we was getting locked up for it. We was doing 30, 40 years, and you get a felony for marijuana trafficking. That's gonna hurt you for life. Now you can't get a job. Now you got bills. So what you gonna do? You go back to the streets. Okay. Now you go back to the streets. You catch another drug case. Now you stuck in the system. It's a repetitive system. And you know the charges on your record it stop you from getting jobs. So you gotta pay child support. How you gonna pay child support if you can't get a job for felony marijuana? But me personally, I think that, you know, everybody that got charged with marijuana, did time for marijuana, they should get some kind of reparations. It's only fair. They should get reparations. Y'all let these people come back here 20 years later. Y'all done gave this man 40 years of marijuana, but y'all gonna let this man make $40 million off marijuana. You know, what type of game is that? But us as the people, we gotta be smart. We gotta stick together. You know, another problem in our community with all this protest and stuff is the coons. We got a lot of coons.